Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be talking about Overwatch and specifically my experiences with Overwatch over the years and how it's gone. And with me I have a good old pal of mine, Infamous Isaac. Um,
No, yeah, happy to be here. Yeah, happy to be here.
yeah, it's great. And basically what we're going to be doing in this video is kind of like an interview kind of thing because I feel like it's just going to be a little bit easier to have someone ask me some questions and get I guess I'll just talk about my experiences that way. I could have done it, but it would have been I could have done it solo, but it would have been uh
You wouldn't have gotten as much out of it without
yeah,
somebody else being here.
yeah, like I probably would have missed out on a lot of things and all that stuff. But uh with a friend here, we can get this done. So, I mean, without further
Shoot.
ado, if you wanna start asking me some stuff, you know?
Yeah, I just want to elaborate a little bit on the intro because, we're doing this because the game, Overwatch 1's going down soon, and then after that, it's gone, and Overwatch 2 will be in its place. So, I want to talk about that because we have so many memories here with this game, and want to share them with you guys. But
Yes, indeed.
his are very varied, so let me go into that. The beta, right? You paid the beta when it came out. You paid it a lot. You have the Widow skin that came out with it when you got it. When you played this game, right? Were you expecting it to last this long?
Yes.
Really?
um. Well, I mean, you mean like actually last like the game cycle, like all these years?
Yeah, the game's life cycle.
Oh, okay, okay. I mean, I sure was hoping it would, because at the time I really was enjoying it like a lot. The beta was super freaking fun, especially after waiting for so long and watching it on like watching a bunch of YouTubers play it because they were able to play like the original kind of betas on like PC and stuff, and I was so excited. I was so excited. So I knew I was gonna play this game, and I was hoping that it would last for a very long time because I wanted to continue playing it.
Hmm. Shoot, yeah. I mean, I I can't speak from experience since I wasn't there, but the beta, from looking back on it, looked pretty crazy. Did you have fun with it?
Um, yeah, I mean like at the end of the day, it was a beta, and
Yeah.
there was still a lot of stuff that could be fixed or whatever. I honestly can't remember right now if like off the top of my head. But like
I remember the Bastion shield. That's all I remember.
yeah, 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 yeah. But overall it was just a fun experience, and being able to finally try out some of the characters that I've you know been like watching, like Tracer is one example, or Genji, and all that stuff is like I always thought that um I was going to play Tracer when the game came out, but it's crazy because Genji is a completely different story. Where I was like, I don't know, he looks really cool. I might play him, but I don't know if I'm going to you know actually get good with him. He looks kind of crazy, but
Hmm.
overall, like the beta was really 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 fun.
Alright, well shoot, then we can move on to the release date when it came out because this was around the same year we actually met.
Oh
So
man.
even I, like someone, I didn't have a PS4 around the time, or at the very least I didn't have the game, but I knew how big Overwatch was in the explicit terms and then on the YouTube side.
Hmm.
And when those first like year, 2 years are on there, how did those feel for you?
Bro, I was gaming.
Hmm.
I That was like, I think, the peak of Overwatch for me. Like, as you know, I as
Don't worry
I
about that.
as I was playing the most. you know, because obviously I was very, stuck on that game, and just enjoying it. The game was at its base, form really, and on top of that, it was like really made even better when it did release, because I really I really got it for like $12, like, and it was like, that's crazy to think about when you're thinking about a game that just released, and like, because at the time, this was PS4 era, and that's when it was $60 games, and getting a $60 game for just 12, it's just like, bro, what? But
Yeah.
so you already know, like, I was all over it. I was all over it.
Cause that's a whole story that you can go into at some point in the future about how you got that for $12. Like, it's fire, but shoot, yeah, like those first like 2 years, I came around like the second year, and then we started playing and all that. That was when like I remember because I did Prestige, I was new, and then you were Prestige 3, and then now look at us, some couple of sweaties, bro.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
look at those
But
portraits.
once those 2 years came around and then DLC characters started releasing, we got to that like that midpoint, right? Like we were enjoying the game a lot when we got it, when we started playing, just me and you. We had our friends join in on us as well.
Mm-hmm.
But then we got to the midpoint where our friends tried to drop in the game and we were still playing. Like let's say like year 3 through year like 5,
Ah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
The middle point, the dry point, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
How did you start feeling when things started settling down and problematic things started happening with the game?
Uh, Man, it definitely sucked, because this is still the middle, point, and all that. So I'm pretty sure I was enjoying it, like, still quite a bit, considering, I mean, I was playing it still for a good while. But I can definitely say there were definitely a lot of annoying times, and the annoying things that happened were just like, I mean, it was mainly just, some characters, but we're not gonna get into that yet. Even if we do, I don't know. I guess the spark wasn't that lit, at that point. It was mainly just like, oh yeah, I'm having fun still somewhat, and I at least still have someone else with me to play, so it's it's fine. We can get through this. But I can definitely say that the rough points were pretty rough, like, at that
Oh
time.
yeah. I can I can speak from experience that when those years started coming around, it started getting harder and harder to play the game
Yeah.
for both of us. So this is when the decline started happening from we're playing this game pretty well to we're kind of dropping off from it a little bit. It breaks start getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
And this is when we get from like year 6 to where we're at now, where we've taken a lot of breaks. We've played this
for
game
sure.
high periods to low periods, basically where we're at now, the end period. And looking back on all this time, which period would you say is your favorite? Which favorite period would you say is your least favorite?
Man, it's hard to say, because I was able to play since the beginning, and the experiences that I had at the beginning, with like season 1 of comp, playing that was just, it was great. That was like peak enjoyment for like Overwatch for me. And I'd probably have to say that, but I can't deny the fact that there were definitely a lot of great things that were added that I really enjoyed. Some being like some characters, like Echo being added. So happy with that character, and it was even better because I was waiting for that character, that one character, to just like spark my interest, and so, but that came later on, like way later on. I feel like I would definitely have to say like the first year or so was definitely peak enjoyment for me. I just can't deny that.
Nah, yeah, so we played this game long enough to be able to tell what we enjoyed the most and what we enjoyed the least. But, you know, uh, but at the end of the day, we can look at the good parts of it and just be like, yeah, at least we had that. But with that in mind, right, I didn't get to go too deep into the this period that we're in now. How do you feel about it now, where we're at?
Man,
And you be completely honest, like we've been before.
this game is dry. I like it's really dry. It's been dry for a very long time. I cannot wait for Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2 is coming. Thank goodness. It's right around the corner. Um, there were there were a few good times, you know. Playing comp wasn't too bad recently. I mean, well, no, it was, but some of the sessions were pretty good. I don't think they were all that bad, but yeah, it's pretty dry right now. Right now, it's basically just the final stretch leading into Overwatch 2, and that's when I think the hype is gonna come back for me. Because I'm after playing that Overwatch 2 beta, you know, I can't just stop thinking about wanting to play it so much again.
Yeah, honestly, like that alone, our hopes, or well, excuse me, your hopes for Overwatch 2 can be its own section in and of itself. But I'd rather save that for like when we're wrapping up. But next, talked about the life cycle, and now we can talk about the intricacies, right? The characters that you play. So let's go by the golden guns first, because those are the people that you played the most, right? Let's start with your main account first, with the one that you got first all the way into the one that you're going to get next.
Well, my first one is obviously right here. I got
Yeah.
Tracer's Golden. Uh, can't remember exactly what season because that was a while back, but
Oh yeah, I don't expect you to remember, honestly. But
yeah,
yeah.
but you already know how it is. First Goldens are always going to be the best Goldens,
hmm
um, just because it's the first one, you know. Like it's like, oh man, look at this! Finally got grinded so hard to finally get the 3,000 competitive points to finally get my first golden gun, you know. And it had to be Tracer. I mean, I played her so much at the beginning, it was just bound to happen. When I found out that competitive was doing all this, the golden weapons and stuff, I was like, yeah, for sure it's gonna be Tracer Golden.
Yeah,
I'm
this is a
I'm
character that you've played for a long time that you're really confident in. Like someone that you don't show often in the videos, but when you do play her, this is like I'm going try hard mode now. Like she is confidence.
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's definitely gonna be more in Overwatch 2. It's gotta happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Um, Ready to show her off in the beta, but there's gonna be more. But I had to make sure that this was the first one because this character definitely holds a special place in my heart for sure. Like definitely one of my first characters, and you know I'm gonna keep this going. I'm gonna keep this going for as long as I possibly can. Um,
And now she's gonna be the last one for Overwatch 1.
yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
that crazy?
Then who else do we have? We have Genji, who was second, which
hmm
before and like around the beginning of the video, sort of, I said I didn't think I was actually going to be that good with him or get better with him, and he ended up becoming my second golden. And you know, albeit, I mean, I'm still really not that good with him. Like, as much as I want to be a lot better, at least. Which I'll work on that when that time comes. But I've definitely had games where I was going crazy, and it was amazing. Like dropping quads because I've dropped plenty of quads with Genji, and it's it's crazy. A lot of the clips, well, I don't have the clips because stuff happened. lost PlayStations and all that stuff, and then on top of that, I just didn't clip them. But I was always, like I want to play this character. It's such a cool character because I love ninjas. Ninjas are fire to me. So good. They're so cool. And so when I started getting better with Genji, it was it started to click with me, and I was like, it's gonna happen. He's gonna be the next one for sure. The next golden, it's happening, and he's definitely become one of those characters where I've played like a lot, like a good amount, because on some of my two other accounts, Genji is probably like the most played character on both of those accounts, and and it's just because I love it. Like he feels so good to play. Um, and
Shoot, yeah.
yeah, he's definitely a competitor with Tracer. I'm not even gonna lie. He got his well deserved. That's his golden for sure. And hopefully there's gonna be more Genji videos. That should be fine. That should be coming up. Don't even worry about that.
It's
Uh,
crazy at this point because before you move on to the next character, literally like I said before, your Tracer isn't seen a lot, but that doesn't mean that she isn't good. Your Genji though is seen a lot. Like you mentioned it in yours, like your Genji, you play him a lot. Obviously not as much as Tracer because she's still the highest on your account,
yeah,
but to the point like you play Genji so much that in our friend groups and people that have seen you play this game, you are known as that like the lone Genji. Like your Genji was so impressive to them that people just recognize you as the only Genji allowed to play this game in
yo,
our circle. It's amazing. Like they
uh,
respect your Genji that much.
that's really crazy to think about because I to me, I just find it hard to believe, Like, I mean, yeah, I've definitely gotten better. I can say that for sure because I was a bot. I mean, I think we all were at the beginning. We can all definitely agree we were all bots. um, and you know, it just with time, it came together, and yeah, although Genji is played a ton, um, on my channel and just in general, whether I'm posting it or not. I'm glad he made it this far. It's 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 a good feeling, and to have people say all that good stuff, I guess, at least from like our friend circle and whatever, it's definitely gets builds my confidence, a little more with the character, and definitely helps out. Um,
Shoot. Yeah, Genji has definitely helped me out a bunch, so you even brought the meme of the Genji 50 kill game, so we won't talk
yeah,
about that. We gotta move on to the next character.
yeah, this character. You've guys definitely seen him a bunch on the channel as well, like a lot actually, like a lot, and that is Hanzo, and Hanzo has quite the story behind him too because he's also a character that I started playing, I sucked at, and I stopped, but I I picked him up again because I was like, I mean, shoot, I played his brother, Genji, like, and I think Hanzo's really sick as well because I also like bows. Like, I like bows a lot, uh, and I just really wanted to use him. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna play him. I'm gonna play him, and I'm gonna face tank all these games, whether I do bad or not. And I just played and played and played, whether it was good games, bad games, because there were a few like good games, but not what I wanted it to be. All right, we're back. We're in another map, but um, yeah, we're gonna continue off where I left off. So basically, I was saying uh, that I would play Hanzo and face tank in a lot of games because I just wanted to play him and get better. Yeah, pretty much. Um, but I wasn't showing a lot of growth with the character because it seemed like there was just something I was doing that was just wrong with the character. And I thought it was maybe just because, it's a projectile character. His arrows just take quite a bit to get to their target, and I just didn't understand, like leading my shots and whatever. But then there were some games like I had that were actually pretty good, and it was like, oh yeah, these are great. These are the games that I should be having or that I want to have. It wasn't consistent enough, and I wanted to be more consistent with Hanzo. And again, I still played and played and played to the point where I ended up just getting his golden. And I kid you not, when I got this golden changed my life. Because I don't know what happened, but the golden weapon just actually transformed my Hanzo into something else. I don't even know. It just I don't know. And I'm not even trying to like be like cocky or anything. None of that. Like I don't know what happened because you think, oh, this is just a cosmetic. It's not gonna change anything. Like it shouldn't change anything. But for some reason, it's just like it all hit me, and I was just going crazy in all these games. And from then on out, after I got that golden, I just continued playing Hanzo, and it was just solid, like solid games. And so like I was like, this was completely worth it. I don't know what this golden did, but I mean, I guess it just it worked out. It worked out, and it's crazy. And now I've posted a ton of Hanzo videos that I'm pretty proud of. Like I didn't think I would be able to have games like some of the games I posted. Uh, whether it's TDM, elimination, quick play, comp, whatever. I got more consistent with him, and he by far has the craziest like story because I have no idea why. Like, but that golden really did something to me. Like, and it was amazing. Like, I, oh man, I'm just, it makes me smile like so much because it's just one of the best like golden experiences I had because it was just like I've been wanting to play this character and get more consistent with him, and then the fact that I get his golden and I just start doing better, even though it makes no sense because that should not be the case at all. It should not, but it just started happening. But yeah, that's Hanzo. That is
Before we
Hanzo.
move on, it was the Golden and it was Cyber Ninja. When that skin dropped, it was over.
Oh yeah, yeah, the Cyber Ninja skin because I basically never took it off after that. Yeah, still my favorite Hanzo skin to this day. But
Yeah, each of these characters has their own skin attached to them. Like Trace has the graffiti one, Genji has the only one, Hanzo has the Cyber Ninja one. They
hmm
each have their own skin. It's fire.
yeah, but yeah, Hanzo is crazy. It's really wild. But
It was a journey.
moving on to the fourth character, shoot, this is where things start getting shaky because I don't really remember what my fourth character was.
Wasn't it Mercy?
I think it was Mercy.
Yes,
It probably
that's
was
what I would
Mercy.
say then.
Um, if not, my bad. But I mean, I don't really know. Like I just kind of forgot these stuff. This happened a long time ago. So, but yeah, we'll go on to Mercy. Well, Mercy was just kind of like it was me supporting supports because there was a time. Well, I mean, no, there's still these times around where supports just get doo-dooed on. People are always like toxic and are always just saying a lot of like just unnecessary things when supports are doing their best. Like yeah, there are some pretty like bad supports, as in like mean supports, like toxic, like because shoot, I've met a few for sure. Actually, we've met a few.
A bunch,
uh,
wholeheartedly.
but for a golden, I'm gonna get a support character. I'm gonna do it. And at the time, I was playing Mercy. Like Mercy was like one of my uh, kind of like main supports. I rarely play support, but If when I did, it was mainly gonna be Mercy because I mean, shoot, I just felt comfortable and stuff, and I was used to her the most. And you say what you will, yeah, I mean, she's easy, hard, whatever. But I was playing her, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I feel like it would make sense since I've been playing her, all that stuff. I got her golden. That's that's pretty much it. I mean, like,
Yeah, it
um,
was support for underappreciated group of people,
mm-hmm. Um,
and I can understand that because I'm a part of them.
yeah, and I mean, I don't regret it. I still am glad that I got the Mercy Golden because it's still a really good Golden. Although it sucks I don't really play her as much as I used to. Uh, but it's fine. I still have it. It's cool when I do use her and I see it and it's like, oh yeah, I forgot I had this. Um, yeah, it's cool. But nothing really much there. Fifth character, tell you I don't even really know.
Echo.
It was Echo. Yep, 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 yep. Um, oh boy,
Yeah,
Echo.
this one I have my opinions about, but I want you to go first.
So, all right, Echo. I already, said it earlier in this video. I said I want to play this character. I'm gonna main this character. When she comes out, I'm gonna main her for like a good while. I'm gonna get her golden. Like it's crazy. Because before that, I was going to get like I'm pretty sure soldiers because I think at the time soldier was the next one in line for it in terms of at least time played because at that point I was going based off of time played because I was playing those characters the most. So I figured, all right, well, the next character in line is soldier, which that is not the case anymore. But we'll get to that. Um, so it was gonna be soldier or Ash because I think it was either gonna be like soldier and then I was gonna go Ash or it was kind of like a mix bag of whether I was gonna pick either one. I didn't really know. But when Echo dropped, I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her golden. That's pretty much it. Like, I I disrespected the two other characters I mentioned just now by doing that, but my God, I do not regret it. All right, because that golden is fire, and that character is also really fire.
Shoot, the way that you mentioned her in the beginning of the video, right? Like, it makes sense why you did get her looking back. But when I was there helping you make the decision, I wanted you to get Ash so bad because you played her the most. And Echo just came out, so I was like, but why? You haven't even played her yet. And then you started playing her and then you started going crazy, and I was like, alright, fine, I'll accept it. And then you got your next one, which we'll talk about later. But Ash,
Hmm.
her golden, I won't lie, with the skins that have come out for her, it looks pretty good. It was a pretty good decision.
Yeah, which I mean, I guess that's a pretty good segue into that next one because I'm pretty sure it was Ash, right? Like,
Yeah, it was Ash.
yeah.
Because
Um.
that was the last one before we did this season of grinding.
Right. Wait. Oh wait. Yeah. No. 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 Yeah. Okay. I know exactly. So it was Ash. It was definitely Ash. Um. Yes. So I went back and I decided from the between the two Soldier and Ash, I decided I'm going to go for Ash because I was really liking Ash and I was like on top of that I was playing her a lot with Echo, so it was kind of like both of them kind of like competing with like time played and stuff, and I think it's still like that. I think they're still like right next to each other in time. Um, and so I was just like, yeah, freak it, I'm gonna get Ash because I also liked how Bob turned gold and all that stuff. It was great, and just overall such a really good looking golden, especially again with the skins that she has. It's crazy. That had to come eventually. Sadly, Soldier.
He's been
Soldier is
disrespected time and time
Soldier
again.
has yeah he's been disrespected time and time again, and he's still gonna have to wait. But we'll get to that. But next, I remember this one for sure because this is the seventh one, and I think the last one that I recently gotten, which was Cassidy If you want to call him
Oh
McCree, by all
yeah,
means, McCree, Cassidy, whatever. I'll call him
forgot
Cassidy
about
just
him.
because people, yeah, he's Cassidy, whatever. So I got Cassidy's, and this guy, this guy had the come up, yeah. He has the legendary story because there was a time where he was gonna be my like complete main, like for sure. Yeah, I had Tracer, but when I started playing him, this was around like season 2 because that was prime time for Cassidy, and I I was going crazy. I was in comp and I was playing him a ton, and it was awesome. But then I dropped him. I dropped him for like a good while, like a good stretch of seasons and stuff of comp and all that, and just in general. Like I dropped him. I played him here and there because I I like him like a lot as well. But then it was like around kind of like what wasn't it like last year maybe even
A
like two
year or two
years
ago
yeah
now.
like a year or two ago where I really started to pick him up again, and this was like you know obviously before the golden, and I I was playing him. I was just like I was getting better and better, and it's like whoa, like especially after a break I need to adjust to him, but it felt like I adjusted really fast, and it was I was just going, and I started just going crazy with him in games, and I was just like that golden is looking kind of good. Like, and that's when also when I was posting like I think Cassidy videos for like long stretches like of just content. It was
All
just
on
it was
TDM.
literally just Cassidy. Like, and I was just enjoying him. Like I really was. And I still do enjoy him. I mean, I think he's actually like up there now as like one of my top characters in time played. And um I got his golden, and it shoot, it was great. I mean, I was happy, and I made more videos, which you guys have probably seen. If you did, thank you. I appreciate it. And yeah, that's pretty much, I think, all the Goldens, right? Because that was 7.
Yeah, those are everyone that you
Yeah.
have right now.
As of right now, I have 7 in total. I have other ones on other accounts. Yeah, my other 2 accounts, which I mean, we're not gonna really go too in depth with those ones. I mean, on one of my accounts, I have a Widow and I think a Doomfist, and then
Hmm.
I think my other account has Symmetra. Those are all like the only one that's actually legit is the Widow one, and that's because I wanted to make the the second account a Widow account, but it ended up becoming a Genji account, so that's kind of rough. But it's fine, it's fine. She still has the golden over there, so it's cool. But the other ones, Doomfist and Sim, complete just like memes. They're meme pics. I do not play those characters like a lot.
Nor
I
do you
play
like them.
yeah, like I play Doomfist here and there, but it ain't that serious. Trust me. Like I'm not anything special when it comes to Doomfist. Like don't even worry about that. But yeah, I just wanted to get those out of the way because there's not really much going on with like those other Goldens. It was mainly just my main account Goldens. Should I say what I'm gonna get
No,
next?
not at all.
Okay,
Just
all
wait
right.
for you to get it and make a video on it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because there is another one coming. There is another one coming.
Hmm.
Everything is set up. So it's gonna be Overwatch 2 by that time. So I'm probably gonna have to like squeeze in something that video in there somewhere, just because I'm gonna be doing different characters, especially like Kiriko, because I want to play Kiriko like for sure.
Don't worry, I can say this with certainty, and I'm not even the one doing it. But the Soldier Golden Gun will come soon. You'll
Yes.
see. You guys will see.
One day. But yes, there is another golden, which hopefully if everything goes well, I'll try to get it up as soon as possible because I'm probably gonna be playing and getting a ton of games for the channel, so that there's more Overwatch 2 because Overwatch 2 is officially gonna be released. It's gonna be great, and yeah, but I won't say anything more on that. Yeah, but there's another golden. That's it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when it happens.
hmm
But we're running lower on time.
Yes, we
I'm gonna try
are.
my best to like squeeze in these things because I want to talk about these top three least favorite characters to fight. Let's just skim over them
Oh my
because I
god.
know I'm gonna talk about it in my video. I just want to like go over them as quick as possible.
Hammond, freaking Sim, and Doomfist.
Ooh, okay. The first one I expected that pick. The second two, I expected the Doomfist one, not the Sim one, but I understand
I
why.
could do Brig, because Brig is also there, but, you know.
Top three. Those are top three most annoying characters to fight in your
Yeah,
opinion. I understand.
I do not like fighting them at all.
Because if we went into the characters that we don't like talk or fighting against,
That's a whole nother
quote
hour.
unquote borderline hate, yeah, exactly. Could be a whole nother video.
Yeah,
The
we
characters
we
that
can't, we
bring out
can't.
that phase Jeff raging,
Yeah.
But moving on from that, I wanted to talk about the game modes a little bit, right? Just like a small amount
Ah,
because
yeah, 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 yeah.
uh, like the ones I want to talk about were TDM and 3v3, so that side of arcade, quick
Hmm.
play and comp, like just shortly. Because 3v3 and TDM were the game mode that me, you, and your sister played together, right? How do
Hmm.
you feel about those looking back on them?
Um, shoot, they're they were fun. TDM definitely has more fun moments. Elimination, I feel like we're very consistent in,
Very.
although it's very annoying at the same
Yes.
time. Uh, shoot, what else? You said comp,
Quick play and comp. We'll go with quick
quick
play
play,
then.
and comp. Okay, quick play. I had my issues. I'm kind of like neutral about it now. Neutral, like it's just whatever. Um, and comp. I mean, well, I'm a retired comp player until Overwatch 2, so I mean, shoot, it's there was a lot of ups and downs with it. I got my goldens for this game. I'm gonna get more in the next game, so you know, or at least finish up the characters I need to go. Soldier, but you know, yeah,
Nah, yeah, because the arcade for a long time was just our place to habitat.
yeah.
Because you mostly, like you said, you had your problems with quick play when Roku came out and all that stuff. You got used to it. But me, you, and your sister, we would play all the time in the arcade, and that's where we got most of our games. And you guys can see it on his channel. That's legit where we used to roam and lay at for a certain amount of time for like a good couple years.
Yeah.
But now it's changed. Now we're in comp
We're
and
getting
quick
better
play
with
and
it.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
We're getting better, yeah. We're not creatures of habitat anymore, or of habit, excuse me.
I mean, don't get me
But
wrong. We're probably still gonna play some TDM and Overwatch 2 and all that
oh
stuff.
yeah, of
But like,
course.
we're gonna definitely try playing some more quick play and comp again.
Yeah,
Because there definitely are the videos of quick play and comp on the channels. But just yeah,
diversifying the content type
yeah.
beat. But moving on to one of the last points. You sound like you're pretty satisfied with how far you come, but I know with times that we talked about it, there's a little bit of regret. And just really quickly, with the leveling system, changing, I guess I don't remember. How at peace are you with the fact that we didn't get to Diamond?
It is kind of unfortunate because I really did want to get there, but at the same time, that was a past me.
Yeah.
That me was, expecting to play a ton. No matter what, I was going to be on it. I didn't think I was going to take the long breaks that I did from this game. And I mean, shoot, it happens, you can't really, predict the future. So, I mean, I'm not really like sad about it anymore. Like, it's whatever. And plus, at the end of the day, it is just a level. But it would have been cool considering like I have played for all this time, and just being able to have like that final portrait. Which shoot, I don't know. I think I'm pretty sure they are changing the border system in general. But like if by some off chance they really manage to keep him in and we can just continue, then I mean shoot, then hey that's cool. I guess I'll
Yeah,
continue to get to diamond. I guess, but
still the possibility,
yeah.
but we don't know.
Uh, but I definitely don't think I'm good. I think I'm satisfied. Like I can leave this game behind, knowing that I definitely put my all. I put so many hours into this game. Like whether it was arcade, normal quick play, comp, even custom games. There's some fun custom games in there, that's for sure. But I feel like I can leave Overwatch 1 and move on to Overwatch 2 satisfied. I feel good.
Well then, one last thing, your hopes for Overwatch 2 after playing
Oh
this game
man.
for this long.
Oh man. I hope comp is really good because I really enjoy 5v5 and just the changes with characters like shields and all that stuff not being so prominent, and as well as stuns, because it can make the game feel so much more fun instead of just shooting a shield the entire time, and then whoever breaks their shield first like basically wins that fight pretty much. So I'm really hoping that comp ends up becoming something really good. I'm a little nervous because of our streak with push in the beta, but that's
We'll talk about it.
we're not gonna talk about that here. At the same time, I'm really excited to see what comp is gonna be like, because it's gonna be different. Like there's not gonna be I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be 2 CP anymore. I'm pretty sure that was like already confirmed. Uh, if not, my bad. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I hope that the characters all feel like really like fun to play overall. I want to be able to just play whatever character and you know just vibe out, not have like any cheesy characters, because I mean yeah, there's gonna be cheesy characters regardless. Like Hammond still exists. He's always gonna be like annoying and stuff, but
Junkrat.
oh yeah, Junkrat. You're right. But yeah, and I just hope overall the game itself, PvP, is gonna be good. I hope it's gonna be good, and I hope that PvE, whenever that comes out, I hope that's gonna be a banger as well. Please let it be a banger, like please. um, and I think that's pretty much it. I think. Oh, and I hope I get my
Finish.
competitive points.
Oh
Don't do
yeah,
this to me.
if you don't, robbery on
Please.
Jeff Kaplan's ex job, bro.
Yeah.
Not coming.
Like, please, just let it go smoothly. I merged my accounts. Just let it go smoothly, please. But I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's everything. So now we can just wrap it up. Your
Yeah.
longest video to date.
Shoot. Yeah. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you too, my boy. Thank you for joining me and
Yeah, no problem. It's been a
asking the
pleasure.
questions. You know.
I tried
Uh,
my best. I tried to be my best podcast interviewer.
I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.